By the time Divine Masculine makes his move, it'll be too late. Okay, y'all. So if you can hear that in the background, I have it playing softly, so hopefully it doesn't overpower the video. But I definitely have some Hertz music playing in the background, right? Some clearing negative energy music playing in the background, especially while I talk about the dream from this one, because this dream just screams negative activity, right? So in this dream, and it's so weird because my cousin is absolutely amazing as a dream interpreter, right? She is amazing at getting to like the little details and what they mean. I have my dreams, and then I also have channeled messages, and you know, it's like a combination of both. Sometimes my videos are strictly channeled messages, other times they are a dream with a channeled message. I don't know why. This dream has so many details that I'm sure that they mean something, but I would rather not get into it because it's so disturbing. Not like, let me just explain, right? So in this dream, when it starts, Divine Feminine is downstairs in the lobby of a hotel getting her room key, right? She's getting her room key. Now she is on some kind of trip, right? I don't know who, what, when, where, why, or where she's going. She is on some kind of trip, and she decided to stop for the night. It's late, it's dark, it's the middle of the night. She decides to stop and get a hotel room, right? So the hotel room clerk hands her 2 keys, and she tells her it's room JK. Now, I don't know if JK is initials for someone. If it is, if your person or the person that you think is your person has either J or a K in their initials, that is not your person. That is not your person. But I digress, right? So she takes the room key. She heads up to the room, and she gets to the room, and it's like, it's weird because she goes up the stairs. She takes the stairs, not the elevator. And when she opens the door, she notices that on the first floor, or the second floor, I guess technically it would be, all the rooms only have single letter digits, right? Single letters, right? So then she goes up to the 3rd floor, and on the 3rd floor, she notices that the rooms have 2 letters for the room. It doesn't have room numbers, it has letters, but they have 2. So for someone, I guess 3, something about 3, maybe you've been seeing 333 a lot, it's significant, right? So she finds the room JK, she goes in the room, and the room is filthy. The room is disgusting, right? It is, y'all, I don't know why, but she goes in the room, and it's like the bathroom door is open, and there's a mirror on the bathroom door, and the way the door is like slightly open in the angle, she can see the toilet, right? And the toilet is disgusting. There's like red ring, there's like this orangey red dirt ring around it. It looks like nobody has ever cleaned this toilet since it was first installed. It's disgusting. And she notices there's a man on the couch, and she's like, wait a minute, like, who are you? And he's like, oh, this is my room. And she's like, well, if you're already in this room, why would she assign me to this room? He was like, oh, no, it's okay. We can share. You can have the bed. Absolutely the F not. Absolutely not. And like immediately as he's saying this, Divine Feminine is like, of course, she's a powerful, intuitive, very, 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 very strong clairvoyant. She's like imagining, and she's like, I know if I stay here, something not so nice is going to happen, right? Like she's Divine Feminine's not falling for this. I don't know what this is. This setup is horrible. It is horrible. It is disgusting. So Divine Feminine is like, I think not. She closes the door, goes back to the stairs to go back to the lobby to demand another room, right? Initially, she was going to demand another room. So as she's going back down, all of a sudden, the 2nd floor, which had just the single letters on the room doors, there's gunshots. There's gunshots. There's all this noise. Someone comes running out the door into the stairwell, and you can see like gunshots. You can see like the bullets flying and ricochet, and you can see like dashes of orange and stuff going across from people shooting. There is like a whole shootout happening on the 2nd floor. And the bullets are coming there, and as someone is opening the door to run, people are running, trying to get out. The bullets are ricocheting, and for whatever reason, nothing ever touches even as the bullets are ricocheting in the stairwell, it never touches Divine Feminine. So Divine Feminine is like, you know what? Forget a new room. I'm just going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. So she goes back to the lobby, and she's like, look, I want a refund. I want a refund. I cannot stay here. This hotel is disgusting. It's dangerous. I want a refund. So the hotel manager, the clerk, whoever you call the receptionist, is like, yeah, we know what's going on. We're trying to take care of it. We're giving everybody a refund. Everyone who's staying here tonight gets a refund. So Divine Feminine is like, okay, fine. I'm leaving. But she stops, and she's like, you know what? You refund me. Can you go ahead and cash me out now? She was like, I'm leaving. Go ahead and cash me out and print me my receipt. So the woman, the receptionist, she's a woman, goes into the computer, and she's like, oh, I can't print anything right now. Our printer's not working. Really? Because you were just on the computer doing all type of stuff not even 30 seconds ago. Really? Okay, fine. So Divine Feminine is like, she's like, I have a bad feeling. She said, I feel like if I leave, I'm still going to get charged. And she said, can you do me this? She said, can I record you telling me that I'm going to get a full refund for my room because of the activities that are going on? Just so she said, I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to do anything with it. As soon as I get my refund, the video will be deleted. I just need it as proof just in case, right? So the woman agrees. Divine Feminine takes out her phone and her battery is low. Like, she's in the red. And she's like, oh, I know if I even start recording, my phone's going to shut off. I have no idea where the sister come from. Like, up until this point in the dream, Divine Feminine's sister was never even mentioned. Never even mentioned. But at some point, Divine Feminine's sister is there. And she tells her sister, hey, my phone's getting ready to die. Can I record this with your phone? And then you could just send it to me. And that way I'll have it, right? So her sister's like, yeah, sure. She gives her phone. Divine Feminine records the woman saying she's going to get a full refund, but that the printer is down and she's already been refunded. She just can't physically print a receipt. And I don't know why she can't send it by email. But anyways, so she gets the recording and then she tells her sister, I don't know why Divine Feminine didn't just send the video to herself right then and right there. I don't know why. But she hands the phone to her sister and tells her sister, can you send me the message? And then her sister is like, oh, well, I can't do it right now, but I'll get to it later. Like, what? Like, what? I'm sorry, excuse my language. I'm trying to work on that. You're not doing anything. You're literally sitting there having a conversation. You're not doing anything. Why you are not busy? Like, why can you not stop and just send me the video right now? And Divine Feminine, like I said already, she's intuitive, very strong clairvoyant. She taps into her sister's consciousness. And basically her sister has no intention of sending the video. Her sister is going to delete the video the minute Divine Feminine gets in her car and pulls off. And if Divine Feminine never gets her refund, then that's just her problem. Her sister does not care. Would prefer it if she didn't get the refund. Once again, I don't know what's going on with these sister dreams lately, but with my brother calling me, telling me he's been having these same type of dreams, like, I know it's not a coincidence, right? So Divine Feminine is like, you know what? I'm going to leave. I'm just going to go. So Divine Feminine leaves. And then Divine Feminine gets a vision. So she gets in her car, and before she starts driving, before she pulls off, she cuts her car on, and all of a sudden she gets a vision. And she gets a vision of her sister talking to her person, right? She gets a vision of her sister talking to her person, saying that he needs to just leave, that he doesn't need to be bothered, that her sister is like, first of all, she's too high maintenance. She thinks she's better than everyone. She this and that, and she thinks she's too good. She is just like talking so bad about her sister to this masculine, right? I don't know if this is a divine masculine or not. I'm going to get to that later, right? She is talking so bad about her sister to this masculine. Y'all, like I said, I don't know what it is about these sister dreams. But anyways, Divine Feminine is like, you know what? She's not going to argue. It's not worth it. She thinks to herself, if he's dumb enough to fall for her manipulation, then you know what? A relationship between them won't work anyways. Like, if you are dumb enough to have a conversation with my sister, like, first of all, you should be suspicious about why she's contacting you behind my back, especially if she's only contacting you to talk bad about me. Like, you should be suspicious about that. And the fact that you're not, and you're listening to it. Now, whether he was actually believing it or just kind of agreeing just to like pacify her sister, I don't know. But Divine Feminine is thinking, like, if you are believing what she's saying, then it wouldn't work between us anyways, because you're way too gullible. So Divine Feminine leaves, right? She leaves. She starts driving down the highway. And for whatever reason, there's some sort of like connectivity issue. I don't know if this is like maybe back roads, maybe where she's going or where she's currently at. There are like no towers. So she's having connectivity issues with her GPS. GPS keeps going in and out. So she's like driving and she's trying to like speed up so that she can get into an area where she can have her GPS, because she put in the location for another hotel, a much nicer one, more expensive one. You know, but sometimes like we get what we pay for, so keep that in mind. So it's okay to spend a little bit more. So she's driving and the GPS is going out, so she's trying to speed, and for some reason this 18-wheeler cuts her off. Like it goes around her, jumps in front of her, and cuts her off. So Divine Feminine, her exit is coming up, and she's like, okay, I have to get off. My thing is, I don't know why they're playing like leapfrog, right? So then Divine Feminine goes around the 18-wheeler and gets back in front of the 18-wheeler. So then she's driving, gets off on her exit, the 18-wheeler gets off, and at first she thinks that the 18-wheeler is following her, but it turns out like this person is actually headed to the exact same place, right? This person, I don't know whether they were also having issues with their GPS, that part wasn't mentioned, but this driver is also headed to the exact same hotel. Coincidence? I think not. And this driver is tired and they just want to get off the road, right? So neither one of them, even though it looked like it was a road rage thing going on, literally neither one of them were angry. They were just trying to get to the hotel to get settled and get some sleep, right? So they get to the hotel, they get to the parking lot. The truck driver, I don't know why she did this anyway, but the truck driver ends up asking Divine Feminine, hey, can we talk for a second? And Divine Feminine is like, yeah, sure. Like, why you're talking to a complete stranger in the middle of the night, out in the middle of nowhere? I have no idea. But luckily, he wasn't a bad guy, right? So he's like, hey, what was going on back there? Like, I wasn't trying to cut you off. And she was like, yeah, like me neither. I was just trying to get to my destination. I've had a long night. There's been too much going on. And I just want to rest and relax, right? And he's like, yeah, me too. So they end up sitting in his truck and like talking for a while. And they end up sitting in his truck and talking for a while, right? And they're talking, they're laughing, they're just having a really good conversation. Like both of them forget that they're actually really exhausted because they're having such a good conversation and they're laughing. And then this truck driver leans over and kisses Divine Feminine, right? He kisses her, and then at first he was just kissing her and she was kind of just taken back, surprised, and then she actually starts kissing him back. Now, while this is happening, she is feeling like a tremendous amount of guilt, right? She's feeling a tremendous amount of guilt because she keeps thinking about her person, right? She keeps thinking about her person. So this, like, you know, it doesn't go any further than a kiss in the truck, right? But there's like, she knows that he wants more. Like I said, very strong, intuitive, and clairvoyant. She knows he wants more, but like, that's not going to happen because literally she just met you. But it becomes a question of, do I continue seeing this person or do I wait on my person or the person that she thinks is her person, right? And this is where it kind of splits, right? So at this point in the dream, she's sitting in the truck, she's kissing him, she's feeling extremely guilty, and then she ends up getting a text from her person, the same person who her sister was talking down about her to. She gets a text from this person, and this person is like, I don't know if the person that you consider your soulmate or your divine counterpart or your twin flame, if something about they can't speak directly, something about like they have a hard time being direct when it comes to their emotions. Any other aspect of their life, they are probably a king of wands, right? They probably get what they want, you know. But it's like in terms of this king of cups energy, this person is very indirect when it comes to talking about their emotions, right? So this person sends Divine Feminine a text, and I wish I could remember exactly what it said, but it wasn't a riddle, but it was kind of like, this person mentioned something about a storm. Like if a storm were to happen or something, would you tell me that you like, this person very, very, very indirectly was telling Divine Feminine that he loved her and also asking Divine Feminine if she loved him, but it was all very indirect. And he said it by giving like some kind of like hypothetical scenario, something to do with like a storm, right? So it's kind of like the dream was weird because once it got to that part, it's like the dream kept going back and forth between two scenarios. In one scenario, Divine Feminine needed to, in one scenario, Divine Feminine needed to stop what she was doing. She needed to stop before it went any further, because in that scenario, this masculine coming forth was a divine masculine, and it is her true counterpart, and she needs to stop before she destroys this connection, because it just seemed like he needed a little bit more time. Like Divine Feminine, she went through her shadow work, you know. Of course, like I said, when you're on your spiritual evolution, like it never ends. There's always a higher level that you can achieve, right? So Divine Feminine has gone through many levels of her spiritual work, but Divine Masculine was just way, way, way far behind, right? Still making progress, but just like super far behind. But he's finally getting caught up. So in this instance, in scenario A, Divine Feminine really needed to slow down because she was getting ready to lose the love of her life. In scenario B, wait, first of all, in scenario A, let me take that back. In scenario A, this truck driver was a karmic. They wanted more, but once they got the more that they wanted, this person was going to, like, what do they call it? Like I forget. It was like a song about that, but the song was like, I can't remember. It doesn't even matter at this point. It is what it is, right? But this truck driver in scenario A was a karmic. And this person, once they got what they wanted, I'm getting like Dine and Dash. They were going to be out, right? And scenario B, right? The other scenario that was like playing out dualistically, if that even makes sense. Scenario B, the truck driver was actually the divine masculine. This is for my individuals, my divine feminines who are wanting this new energy to come in, right? Who are wanting this new love, who are done with the person from the past. In scenario B, the truck driver was the divine masculine, and the test for you was finally walking away. It's like just when your new person, this new love came in, this guy who met you knew exactly what he wanted as soon as he met you, had no doubts, no questions, no nothing. All of a sudden, who comes lurking back? This person from the past, as always. As soon as you're getting ready to move on, here comes this person from the past. And the test was there. Are you finally ready to let that person from your past go, right? So it's like torn. Who do I choose? So part of the message, I don't even know what I'm going to title this. Part of the message is divine masculine, make your next move your best move, right? For divine feminine, for divine masculine, literally the message is make your next move your best move. For divine feminine, the message is choose wisely. Okay? Choose wisely, because you definitely, I don't know why, but like for group A, where the truck driver is a karmic masculine, I kept y'all if y'all ever watched Boondocks, and this is like very, very predatory behavior, right? When he goes, I sees you, I likes you, and I want you. This is literally the energy that this karmic masculine is radiating, like just predator-like behavior. Like what I'm telling you, get out, right? Get out. But it was kind of weird because it split, because all the way up until that point, he really came across as a very charming guy. But once the dream began to split into two different scenarios, I'm getting like Predator. I don't know why I'm hearing like Predator versus Alien. If you consider yourself a starseed, like you consider yourself being from another planet, another galaxy, you would technically be an alien. This is literally like Predator versus Alien, right? But scenario A was definitely, this truck driver was a karmic, and it's telling Divine Feminine to choose wisely, make good decisions. This is not your person, and you are about to destroy any potential of a reunion with your twin flame, your divine masculine, your divine counterpart. In scenario B, the truck driver was your divine counterpart. This is a divine masculine. This is a new elevated soulmate that spirit has crossed paths with you. This person you're actually meant to move forward with. It does not mean that you guys need to do anything, right? It does not mean anything needs to happen. You guys just are meant to move forward. And your test is to, are you finally done? Are you ready to cut ties? Are you ready to end the contract with the person from your past? Are you finally ready to cut those cords? But either or, both are a test. Both are a test. And for the one where the person from your past is your divine masculine, your sister, this person not letting others interfere with the relationship, that's also another test for that divine masculine, is to get out of his head so much and stop letting other people influence how he feels and his decisions and how he proceeds with this union going forward. But definitely lots of tests. But yeah, and I'm getting like, be careful of like your environment, right? Especially with the part about the first hotel. Be careful about your environment, divine feminine. Be careful about the environment that you are putting yourself in, and be careful about the environment that you're allowing other people to put you in. You know, when they say cleanliness is next to godliness, you know, they don't just say these things for just to hear themselves talk, right? Like we say these things, these quotes and sayings are there for a reason, and a lot of them have much deeper meaning than what we realize. So definitely be careful about your environment. I literally had to put on energy clearing music in the background to even talk about this dream, because even as I'm talking about it, it's making me repicture in my mind what I saw in my dream, and it's literally disgusting enough to make me vomit. Like it is disgusting enough. It is making me sick to my stomach just picturing it. It was disgusting. The state of that hotel room was disgusting. I don't know what they intended to happen there or what they thought was going to happen there, but I was so happy to see Divine Feminine up and leave. As a matter of fact, I was so happy to see Divine Feminine up and leave her sister behind in this one, because definitely sister was giving very, very karmic vibes. And I wish this dream could have been a continuation of the last one that I saw, but it wasn't. But I was very happy to see Divine Feminine leave her sister in the dust in this dream, because it's high time that you choose yourself, and it's high time that you put yourself first, right? It's high time, because lots of changes, and lots of abundance. I uploaded a short, right, that I saw, that I shared, of this woman doing like an abundance, how to bring in that abundance frequency. Definitely make sure you're doing that, but don't listen to her. Listen to the short, learn the what do you call it, the mantra, learn it, and then repeat it yourself. Don't just get up every morning and play it. Don't get up every morning and play her saying it, because she's saying it. That's her energy, her frequency. So if you just play it while she's saying it, that's just increasing her manifestation. It's not doing anything for you. You have to say it yourself. And if you have, like, Inner Lotus is the one that I absolutely love. Find their 888 frequency. Listen to the 888 frequency as you repeat that mantra out loud, and do it every day for 21 days. And in 30 days, like, I'm getting like Goodwill Hunting, like happy hunting, right? Like in 30 days, see what you've manifested in that time. But definitely it's time to start raising your elevation. It's time to start putting you first, because there are definitely some big blessings out there that spirit is wanting to bring in, but spirit needs you to be in the energy of like putting yourself first. Make wise choices, Divine Feminine, right? Choose wisely, Divine Feminine. That's definitely the message for you here. Choose wisely. Anyways, as always, y'all, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Bye.